everyone and welcome to another video of TU EVS course. Our today's topic is going to be control measures of pollution. Pollution is classified into 6 major categories. They are air, water, radioactive, industrial, noise, and soil pollution. Different measures for prevention and control of different types of pollutions are taken, and in this video we are going to study control measures of different types of pollution one by one. Starting with control measures for air pollution. Air pollution refers to any physical, chemical, or biological change in composition of air. Pollutants can be of two types, particulate and gaseous. Particulates are small pieces of solid materials, for example, smoke particles from fires and dust particles and ashes from industries, which are dispersed into atmosphere. Some general classes of control devices for particulate pollutants are cyclone collectors, fabric filters, wet scrubbers, and electrostatic precipitators. Second type of pollutant, which are gaseous air pollutant, are emitted from various natural sources such as volcanoes and forest fires. However, anthropogenic emissions of some gases may be greater than the natural ones and are increasing because of population growth and industrialization. Carbon oxides such as carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide, nitrogen oxides, sulfur oxides, volatile organic compounds are common example of gaseous pollutant. For prevention of these air pollutant, we can take following measures. When fossil fuels are burned, they release nitrogen oxides and carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, which contribute to formation of smoke and acid rain. Effective use of fossil fuels are necessary. Substitution of fossil fuels with other fuels is a very good initiative. Alternative resources such as renewable resources can be used instead. Sticking to environmental regulation is also a great way to reduce air pollution and also other types of pollution. Use of mass transport and promotion of bicycles, electric vehicles, and afforestation are some of the preventive measures which we have been hearing for a long time, but now it's a high time to adopt this very strictly. Now moving on to control measures for water pollution. Water pollution is release of substances into bodies of water that makes water unsafe for human use and disrupts aquatic ecosystems. Water pollution can be caused by a plethora of different contaminants, including toxic waste, petroleum, and disease-causing microorganisms. Following are some measures to avoid or prevent water pollution. Leakage from underground tanks and accidental oil spills from large transport tankers at sea have been causing significant environmental damage. Septic tanks, chemical or oil tanks should be constructed with well insulation in order to avoid leakage, and in case any breakage or leakage occurs, then it should be repaired immediately. Pump and treat is a common method for cleaning up groundwater which are contaminated with dissolved chemicals including industrial solvents, metals, and fuel oils. Groundwater is pumped from wells to an above-ground treatment system that removes contaminants. This reduces contaminant load. Often the waste from industries is being disposed of into rivers which pollute the rivers to a significant extent. Laws related to water waste disposal such as the Water Act 1974 should be strictly implemented, and wastewater must be treated in effluent treatment plants before its disposal into water bodies. Chemical fertilizers contain phosphates, nitrates that can actually be the main reason behind water pollution. Hence, judicious use of fertilizers and pesticides can significantly reduce water pollution. Moving on to control measures of soil pollution. Soil contamination or soil pollution is a part of land degradation that is caused by the presence of xenobiotics that are foreign chemicals or other alteration in natural soil environment. Soil pollution is a global threat that is particularly serious in regions like Europe, Eurasia, Asia, and North Africa, As indicated by the Food and Agricultural Organization of United Nations, reduction in uses of substances such as fertilizers and pesticides that pollute soil is one of the major steps. Alternatively, sustainable agriculture can be obtained which follows the 3R principle. Soils have been polluted by deposit of sewage sludges which makes these soils potentially toxic to plants. Hence, treatment of sludge and effluent to safe allowable levels should be done. Also, organic sediments should be treated to reduce organic contamination. Chlorinated plastics can release harmful chemicals into surrounding soil, which can then seep into groundwater or other surrounding water sources and also to the ecosystem. Hence, use of photodegradable or biodegradable plastics should be encouraged. Moving on to control measures for noise pollution. Well, not all sounds are considered as noise pollution. The World Health Organization defines noise above 65 decibels as noise pollution. Not only does it hurt humans, it is bad for animals too. According to National Park Service, noise pollution has an enormous environmental impact and does serious damage to wildlife. Experts say noise pollution can interfere with breeding cycles, rearing, and is even hastening the extinction of some species. In cities where such noises are unavoidable, use of insulation and soundproofing to doors, ceilings, and walls are recommendable. Workers of construction site or other noise areas should be provided with earmuffs. Silent zone is referred to as area up to 100 meters around premises such as hospitals, educational institutions, and courts. Use of loudspeaker in open air should be avoided and sounds as permissible level should be used and environmental and industrial laws should be implemented strictly. Traffic regulations such as restricting noise producing vehicles are great help to reduce noise pollution. Vegetation reduces noise pollution through a phenomenon called sound attenuation, which is reduction of sound intensity. Hence, plantation cover screens out noise pollution. Control measures for industrial pollution. Pollution whose sources originates directly from industry is known as industrial pollution. After the Industrial Revolution, manufacturing and technology made advances, which resulted in more factories and more industry. These factories emitted smoke into the air. The effects of smoke, along with pollution that industries caused to water and even the land beneath and around the factories, were becoming obvious. Industrial pollution was also pointed out as a major factor in wildlife extinction and eventually even global warming. Some of the control measures for industrial pollution are as follows. Proper waste or effluent treatment plants should be provided wherever necessary. Replacement of worn out machines, instruments should be done to reduce waste generation because of malfunctioning. Standard quality chemicals and other inputs should be used. Heavy metals like copper, lead, arsenic, cadmium are major soil pollutants, hence their use should be avoided as much as possible. The last one is control measures for radioactive pollution. Radioactive waste is a term used for certain substances that are radioactive and are no longer useful. Nuclear energy produces radioactive waste. A major environmental concern related to nuclear power is creation of radioactive waste such as uranium mill tailings, spent reactor fuel, and other radioactive wastes. These materials can remain radioactive and dangerous to human health for thousands of years. Therefore, use of nuclear energy should be reduced and radioactive waste should be treated and disposed as per standard scientific procedure. This is all about control measures of pollution and for more detailed notes, do visit our website hrcharitima.com.